We've got Patrick Beverly. Ivica Zubac is out there with Morris. Then it's Paul George. And it's Leonard in at small forward. And for Sacramento, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Elita is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Holmes in at the center, locking down the middle. Outside, Fox. Pass to Barnes. Shoots over Leonard. It's good from Barnes on the assist by Fox. Barnes has got the opening field goal of the game for the Kings.
A big key to the Clippers' recent surge, the development of Montrezl Harrell. His activity and his ability to score have been infectious for this team, and he also can be very intimidating.
Now, here's Fox. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Fox finds Bogdanovich. Now, here's Holmes. D right on him. Just 5 to shoot. And Bogdanovich hits from deep. And the Clippers getting Harrell in that Chris Paul deal. Turned out to be a decent trade for both teams.
You're totally right. The Rockets already had Capella. Harrell was sort of a redundant in terms of skill set. And you can only have one rim runner on the floor before you begin to compromise spacing.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Well, Smitty, for players and teams that are out of the playoff hunt, how do they stay motivated here to go the rest of the season every night, every practice, every trip?
And I think that's when the organization, your captains, your coaches, you got to talk about being a pro. Sometimes you lose focus. You're not in the playoffs, and maybe your team that was supposed to be or not slated to be in the playoffs. You still are a professional. You have to have a professional approach.
Free throw good, Bogdanovich. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
Many thought the Raptors or Lakers would land Kawhi, but in the end he came to the Clippers to write his own legacy. Returning to Southern Cal, where he grew up, was a big part of his decision. The big surprise was how Kawhi was out recruiting other stars behind the scenes to join him with the Clippers.
Again, the miss by the Kings. The Clippers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. And Beverly kicks to Zubac. Morris outside. Charity stripe shot. Off the left rim and out.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Barnes can't get it to go.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Now, here is George. He picked up 15 points in their last one against Golden State. And stolen by Barnes. And Bogdanovich out top the key. Throws down the breakaway jam.
The assist there from Barnes. Over the years, he's gotten better and better making decisions with the ball in his hands.
George against Bogdanovich. And Paul George, good for the 3.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Pass to Barnes. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Now Beverly. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Golden State.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Bogdanovich, no luck.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
Leonard, no luck. Sacramento leading by 5. And there's the pass to Fox. Outside, Bogdanovich. Back to Fox. Shot clock at 6. Releases. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Clippers trail by 5. Inside. And that one's good. Beverly
And the feed from George couldn't be better.
The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. 6 points for him. Floats one. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 5th rebound in this one. To the inside, Morris. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
An efficient score inside. Morris can beat you with a variety of moves.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
Break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You look at the Clippers. They're second in the conference and looking to finish strong heading into the playoffs. And, of course, Sacramento. They're much further down in the standings right now.
And I think for Sacramento, they've been strong at times this season, but they still have some holes. I think they're a playoff caliber team. I just don't think they're a championship caliber team.
This has been the thought all along. They have enough to compete night in and night out, but they're not taking 4 out of 7 from a top team in this league. No way.
And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. 4-point game. Outside Leonard. George looking around. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
Pass to Bielitsa. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
Yeah, easy call.
Sacramento shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Free throw good from Bielitsa. Smitty, you've seen this before, separating teams that can make the deep playoff run, those that can't get bounced out early. What have you found is the difference between those two?
Well, a lot of times, Kevin, it comes down to those teams have more talent that can make those deep playoff runs. Also, they can make adjustments. Then I think also they're a team that has better chemistry, and they can win defensively and not just have to rely on their offense. We've seen them put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Pass to Leonard. Over Barnes. Nice move. And the layup good by Leonard.
This is what you want to do on the offensive end. Get Kawhi looks in the paint. Rely on him to make a play.
Fox passes to Hill. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Joke lang kasi palagi si Sir Levy bigay ko sa'yo kasi hindi ba?
And here are the Clippers now. The Clippers trail. And here is Williams. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Leonard kicks to Williams. 4 on the shot clock. Lets it go with a 3. The rebound by Hield. For Sacramento, they've gone 4 attempts shooting the ball here in the first quarter. And there's Fox. That's good on the assist by Hield. Fox has got 5.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. Has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
Williams passes to Leonard. Over Barnes. Again, Los Angeles.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
On the wing, Hield. Over George. Hield can't hit. The Clippers have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. And stolen by Bielitsa. Morris against Fox. Good work defensively by Morris. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Leonard kicks to Williams. With the floater. Rebound by the Kings. Fox has got 4 rebounds in this game. Barnes against Leonard. Bielitsa inside. Fades away. The shot missing. So the Clippers will take it the other way. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
What was beautiful, it was a tremendous game plan coming in. You saw the execution and you saw the results.
Now here's Barnes following the miss by Marcus Morris. On the wing, Hield. Defended by George. He shoot again. Hield can't hit.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Now here is Morris. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Fox against George. That ties it up. George has got his second basket of the night.
I mean, every time down the floor, this is what you're trying to do. Find the right matchup.
Fox against Williams. Hield outside. To stop the drought. Again, Hield missing.
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
Deft touch on the alley-oop.
And you love that about Kawhi. After he makes a shot, he gives you the poker face. Just goes about his business.
Fox against Williams. Fox passes to Barnes. No good on the 3.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
And the thing about Morris, doesn't have the big vertical, but tenacious once he gets around the rim.
Here's Barnes. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. From deep. And that one released in time, but no good. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Clippers ahead. They lead by 4. Live from Golden One Center. You're watching 2K Sports. George had that nasty broken leg back in 2014. He describes what inspired him to come back even stronger.
My inspiration really came from my mother. You know, her dealing with stroke, her dealing with really being down and out. You know, I saw her fight back that was enough for me in my darkest days. I knew it was nothing to what my mom went through, and she came out perfectly fine. So,
well, what a story. George worked hard to get back and is not disappointed in his return.
You know, recovering from a devastating injury is never easy, but George's perspective and commitment helped him to overcome it.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
You can see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Kent Bazemore is out there with Jabari Parker. And it's Giles in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. That's good from Green. When you look at the luxury tax structure, Smitty, it's now more expensive than ever to maintain a championship contending roster.
Yeah, it is, and I think it's the choice of a lot of these organizations. Some owners want to do it, some don't. But I think if you want to win a championship, you're going to have to open up your checkbook.
And he makes both free throws.
You've got to love the journey JaMychal Green has taken to get into the league, really clawing his way into this team's rotation thanks to his tremendous work ethic.
Now here's Joseph. The feed to Parker. Over Leonard. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. There's the foul against the Clippers. The Kings have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. No good on that one. And the second free throw, good. Clippers leading by 5. Lets it go from 14. The Kings shoot about 26% out there, and they need to get a better look. Hield. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Clock at 6. Here's Leonard. Misses the finger roll. And so Bazemore will bring it up for the Kings. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. And they've been enjoying this long homestand. That will be game 4 of 5 in a row at home. Now here's Bazemore. He had 15 points last out. Joseph finds Parker. In the corner, it's Hield. Offline with his 3.
Oof, this has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling.
Another shot, and there's the bucket as Green finishes it off. Green's got the lead up to 7 now for the Clippers. Joseph with the ball. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Five to shoot. Down low. Hield. And the layup's good off the glass. Hield's got his first points of the night.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Jackson passes to Green. Back to Jackson. Passes it to Leonard. Shoots over Bazemore. And the shot is long.
His inability to make shots has not brought this team down. That shows you their resourcefulness.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Lou Williams won 6th Man of the Year for the 3rd time last season. He joined Kevin McHale and Detlef Schrempf as the only players to win the award in consecutive seasons. And with the most career points ever scored off the bench, maybe they should just name this award after him. Kevin?
David, I'm all for it. Thank you so much. And boy, is he in good company. He's off on the first.
And really, for a long time, the specter hanging over Buddy Hield was he's the player who was traded for DeMarcus Cousins. Hard billing to live up to, but he has made some giant leaps with his development.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Leonard, and it's Patrick Beverley in for Williams. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. And Hield has slowly but surely turned himself into one of the elite shooters in the NBA.
And guys, to be as locked in as he is from deep with his height and release is deadly. He's the kind of player who gets better as his teammates get better around him, and he is just now finding his stride.
The first one falls. Some terrific NBA players right now out of Michigan State. Smitty, we know that's your alma mater. Which of those guys do you enjoy watching the most?
Kevin, I really enjoy watching all of them because I've got a close relationship with all our Michigan State Spartans. Gary Harris, Draymond Green, Jaren Jackson Jr., Bryn Forbes, Denzel Valentine, and the list goes on. I love because I watch them and I know they're going to come out and play extremely hard because of Tom Izzo and the Michigan State brand of basketball.
Now here's Beverley. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
The Kings trail by 5. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by, outside Bogdanovich. 6 on the shot clock. Sacramento again missing. Los Angeles leading by 5 to the left wing. Now Beverley outside Jackson. Three-pointer. That one doesn't drop. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. Shot from the wing. And that one hits back iron.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
Now here's Joseph. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him.
I like it. That's a great battle at the rim. He just couldn't finish.
Count that bucket. Shamit's got the lead up to 7 outs for Los Angeles.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Here's Giles. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Here's Parker. Great tee that time from Green. Clippers leading by 7. Shamet the pass to Zubac. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, if it's a Zubac, may not block a lot of shots, but Smitty, he is still a solid defender.
What Zubac does is a great job of challenging players at the rim and provides great help from the weak side. He does rack up a lot of defensive fouls, but hopefully that decreases with time.
Shoot 2. And the first one drops. Sacramento making a switch here. Holmes checked in. And so he makes both from the line.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Parker outside to end the cold streak. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Green's got his 6th rebound on the night.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
To the paint. Here's Jackson. Lays it up off the glass.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Jackson against Joseph. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Holmes throws it down.
And hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Now here's Beverly. And the rejection by Holmes. For the finish, the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
That's what you get from a vet like Bazemore, making the next pass.
Joseph against Jackson. Now the pass to Beverly. Right side, Green. Pass to Zubac. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Beverly for 3. No good. And the Kings going the other way now. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Bogdanovich. Jackson kicks to Beverly. Here's Zubac. Los Angeles with another miss. Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And the dunk by Parker.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. That's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. And that time, also a missed shot. The Kings have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Now, here's Bazemore. He's covered by Shamet. Bazemore misses. LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep here in the second. Shamet with it. Joseph on him. And it's Shamet missing. Now here's Joseph. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Parker outside. Six to shoot. Over Jackson. It's good. This game is all even. That's 7 points for Jabari Parker.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
Kings will go for a different look here. Lenz checked in for Parker. Barnes comes in for Kent Bazemore. Fields checked in for Bogdanovich. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Corey Joseph. And then for the Clippers, Marcus Morris comes in for JaMychal Green. And Georgia subbed in for Landry Shamet. Zubac. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Alex Len picks one up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Clippers have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
one is off.
He's in attack mode, drawing contact now, getting to the line, something he didn't do at all in the first quarter.
Good on the second free throw. And here are the Kings now. They're on an 11-1 run. Barnes outside. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Zubac finds Beverly. Jackson with it. Glenn grabs the board.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Here's Hield. No good. Still playing with the cold hand. Makes him just 1 for 8. Here's Jackson. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Fox. To the middle. Lenka kicks to Hield. Outside, Fox. Shot clock at 6. Over Morris. Fox, no good. The Clippers trail. 51 seconds left in the first half. Here's Beverly. Rebounded by Holmes. Holmes got 6 rebounds here tonight. Knocks it loose. Stolen by George. Jackson in the corner. Over Barnes. Gets the front of the rim and out.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
And the shot goes in.
Yeah, instinctively, too. Fox there looking to be a ball mover, a facilitator. And that's one reason why his team is playing well.
And here's George. On the wing, Jackson from downtown. That shot off. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Kings lead by 3. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. A pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. Their largest deficit of the period was just 4 points. They were right there within shouting distance the entire time. They look like a more focused team in the second quarter, and what was an early deficit for them has turned into a 3-point lead at the break. What'd you think about Sacramento, Kenny?
Well, I see a team that's playing smart. Moving the ball around to the open man, just taking what the defense gives them. There's a nice flow, a nice energy, a nice synergy to the game.
And over to Shaq. Now your take on the Clippers.
Well, Ernie, this is definitely a big wake-up call for them. Their field goal percentage is sitting in the low 30s. They came out unfocused, unmotivated, unprepared. They can't turn the tide and play with greater efficiency. It's going to be a long second half.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back. Kevin Harlan. Go.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Bogdan Bogdanovic really making a difference here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. That's Patrick Beverly out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Marcus Morris. And it's Zubac in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
I mean, those huge hands of Kawhi Leonard give him great control of the ball. Very sparing with his turnovers.
Now, here's Fox. Leonard with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And there's the lay-in. Leonard's got the first points to start out the third quarters for Los Angeles.
Like a gazelle cruising down the court, Kawhi's difficult to stay with in transition.
And for Kawhi, he never seems like he's forcing the issue offensively.
I mean, he has studied the post games of Michael Jordan, and being able to score at all three levels has made the game easy. With his strength and his turnaround jumper, he can get his shot off with ease.
Now, Kawhi Leonard missing the ball rate. Rolls it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to go on to De'Aaron Fox.
Strength, body control, and focus. Kawhi showing it all right there.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Maybe 100% free throw shooter puts him right there at his best from the line.
Free throw drops for Leonard.
You know, when you look at the MVP race each year, most of the candidates were drafted in the top 5, but somehow Kawhi lasted to number 15.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. He's got 11. Barnes, he's checked in for the Kings. Marcus Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now, here's Fox. He has 7. Yep, that one goes in there.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
Here's Leonard. Doesn't go that time. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. Barnes outside. Jackson against Fox. Pass to Len. Over Williams. Rebound by Williams. Clippers leading by 12. Here's George. Misses off the left eye.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him.
Back to Fox. Healed against Jackson. To the middle. Here's Fox. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Fox has got 6 here in this quarter.
I mean, that's a good job working the ball inside and getting a quality shot.
Here's Jackson, and that one good. And the Clippers lead by 12.
The developing feel Reggie Jackson has for scoring inside, playing much more under control these days.
14 feet away. That's good from Fox on the assist by Hield. And that's 13 points for De'Aaron Fox.
Just taking what the defense allows, and that's a shot he'll make all night.
Here's Leonard. 19 points in the game. And that one, good. Leonard's got 15 points here in the second half.
Pushing the action. Always working for the best shot. Nice drive by Kawhi.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And we'll be right back after this. Some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hey, don't get big. These players, get your look. We're going to start making Super Bowls. It's more important that we get reps and play in the right way. Keep chipping away. Plenty of games.
It sounds like he's happy with their shot selection. Just need more of them to fall.
Yeah, the shots have been there, and I love how Coach Walton stayed positive with his guys.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. On the court right now for the Kings. Fox at the point with Hield to his side. They're the backcourt. Alex Len out there with Holmes. And it's Barnes. And at the 3, the small forward. And Jackson gets it to go.
Lots of contact. Jackson with the strength to power through. Something he didn't have when he first entered the league.
Fox looking it over. From down in the low post, it goes.
He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help.
Beverly, the pass to Jackson. From about 16, it's hauled in by the Kings. Len's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
Now here's Hield. Passes it to Barnes. Outside Fox. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Jackson in the corner. Healed against George. Over Healed. The 10-footer. George, no good.
I'm not sure the defense affected that shot. That was just a blown gimme.
And it's Fox with the jam.
I think it's fair to say that Fox is in the zone right now. An exciting player to watch. I just love seeing how he can take over a game with his aggressiveness.
Now, here's George. Back to Jackson. Fires for three. Sacramento grabs the miss. Outside, Fox. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Fox has got 6 in the quarter.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
And Beverly kicks to Jackson. Trains the three-pointer. And the Clippers lead by 9.
Sometimes it's all about patience. His first 3 of the game, something to build on.
Stolen by Jackson. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Nobody near George. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
Fox dishes to Barnes. The shot comes out. Good work defensively by Morris. Here's George. And it's Fox with the rebound. Fox has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And George gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Bielitsa, he checks in for Sacramento. Bogdanovich comes in for Healed. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Shamet's checked in. Now, here's Holmes. Zubac's defending. The wide open look here for Fox. It goes straight through with the swish. Fox has got 16 here in the second half.
And no doubt Fox has a scorer's mentality. He is constantly in attack mode.
And the pass to Shamet. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
And it's Fox with the ball for Sacramento. They trail by 11. Outside, Bogdanovich. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Fox. Over Beverly. No good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. To the inside, George. And he converts the layup. George has got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
Now, here's Fox. Pass to Bielitsa from deep. It's hauled in by Beverly. And he gets it to go.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Pass to Fox. The Clippers grab the miss. Morris has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Beverly, the pass to Zubac. Morris outside. Passes to Shamet. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. From deep 3-point range. But they get it back. George dishes to Morris. Second shot opportunity. Rebound by the Kings. Holmes got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Now, here's Bogdanovich. He's covered closely. Fox passes to Barnes. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 3rd assist on the night.
When Barnes has space to fire from deep, you usually just assume it's going in. Very dangerous from outside.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes, a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Paul George.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots, and also finishing strong.
Coming into this game, he'd been having a tough stretch. We all know that, but not anymore. He's back at his best, and I think it's safe to say that slump is over. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Here's Fox. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Holmes, good.
And you just have to have an appreciation how under control Fox plays. I like watching him work the ball through the D in that pick and roll.
Now here's Beverly. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. Here's Bogdanovich, and again it's Sacramento converting.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Now here is Morris. Baseline J on the way, and it's Fox with the rebound. Fox has got his 8th rebound here tonight. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Fox has got 23 points.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
And the Clippers call time here.
And Coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
Morris inside. The elites is there. And the rejection by Holmes. Bogdanovich looking around. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got 11 rebounds in the game. Wasted no time on that one. 25 points for Kawhi Leonard.
You have to give it up for Kawhi right now. He is wearing out the defense.
1:56 left in the game. Fox against Zubats. Fox, no good.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Common occurrence for Leonard. Once he makes his way to the rim, Kawhi levels up.
Beverly against Fox. Well, a lot of progress being made from a technical standpoint. You can't escape it, Steve. Shoes now that can tighten themselves without laces, changing colors. Have you gotten yourself a pair yet?
Kevin, I haven't, but I bought a lot of pair for my kids. I do like these type of shoes where there are no shoelaces. I'm a little lazy right now, Kevin, but I love the technology that are going into shoes right now.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
Now, here's Fox. Off the run, whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And sometimes Fox just can't be contained. I mean, he plays with so much heart and passion and terrific at scoring even when he gets bodied up.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The free throw off from Fox.
And how about the way Fox continues to improve his game? A capable scorer who also rebounds the ball well for his size. And still, though, he can improve on that perimeter jump shot.
Out to the wing. Noah wide open. But they'll get another chance. 3 on the clock. Moves back up. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Paul. Congrats on the win. Where is your team's attitude right now?
Continue to play together, and we can just stick to that. Keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Looked like it all came together tonight, Paul. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Oi.